Welcome to a new test and teardown video. This time it's another Hewlett Packard, a frequency counter. This one is called HP5315A Universal Counter. I think this one is from about 1986. At least this is when this model was introduced. So it could of course be a couple of years newer. I don't know. We're gonna check this out. This frequency counter features two inputs, an A and B. And as you can see here, there is no other input connector here, so there is no C. And that is the option. We actually have this frequency C here. Is it on the back? There is a connector here. Option. Oh, damn it. So what is this connector doing? It's got TCXO and the battery. Oh no. I was really hoping for the 3, the C channel. So because that is a 1 gigahertz input, 50 to 1 gigahertz channel C. So I think nothing happens when I go in this frequency C then. The two AB inputs, they go to 100 megahertz. And as you can see here, this is the A model because it's this nice curved plastic case. The more square case for rack mount, that is the B version. And this one is the one with batteries in it. So that means I need to open this before I power it up. Oh man, I'm already starting to be scared about what will I find. It's even a nice, oh, battery recharge only, la 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 la. Yes, oh god damn it. Yeah, let's open it and be scared. I think it is my lucky day. See, there's no leakage or no badness. You know what I mean. Oh my goodness, sometimes I open stuff with forgotten batteries for 30 years and I'm telling you, it's sometimes I tell myself that, oops, I'm not happy I bought this. Oh, we got those funny little fall off and get lost kind of things. Aha, and they go this way down here to support the, so this is the top, isn't it? Yes it is. So oh, this is the bottom, so this is the top, and then that is a heavy duty. What kind of funny. So that is the whole battery charger. It's all that. And then there's a multi-cable with all those connections only to handle the battery option. Holy moly, that looks expensive. And it's also insanely heavy. Let's see if there's any voltage on the battery pack. Yeah, that's the voltage. So I think this is a nickel cadmium because both of the way that it looks like, but of course the do not store in low charge state, recharge as soon as possible after full discharge, avoid partial recharge. So that is nickel cadmium. I think we should try and open this and have a look. Wow, man, I can't forget about how much stuff is here. It actually also looks like, is this a little bit sticky, or is this corrosion? There's some, I think so. I don't know if you can see this on the video, but this entire board looks like somebody's been dripping some kind of funny stuff on it. See, let's have a look here. No. Yeah. Well. 6 volt, 5 amp hours. And somebody's been in here and look, they put it back together wrong. Sealed lead acid. Come on, man. They're like really cute, those cells. Chloride. You know, definitely lead acid. So that means, here we go. This should be double check positive. No, it is not taking any kind of charge. Ah, that's interesting. Anyway, I'll just leave it. So now I got that box to hold my unit, and that's absolutely perfect. So let's try and plug it in and see. Ooh, it is using 1.6 watts, even when there's no power on here. So that means, of course, the charger and stuff is running, right? Oops. Yeah, okay, good. I was a little bit scared when I saw this error 3. Oh no. Frequency A. This can't be good. Come on, man. No way. What are we doing here? Frequency is... Oh, so that is the frequency, right? Maybe it's supposed to... I was expecting to see some gate blinky here. Ooh. I think I figured this out. So here is the solution to my problems, and that is this cable. See what they've done? It's called ref oscillator, and that unit has been removed, and then there's a cable that goes to the back. So that option connector or whatever it is they place there, this is a 10 megahertz input. So I just give it 10 megahertz of input, and now it's actually working. So that was my problem. So that's all the digits I got. The resolution I got in 1 kilohertz. Let's go back to my input frequency. So this is my 1 kilohertz. How about I say 1, 2, 3, 4 hertz, right? So that should be, and still say 1 point, and then you see exponent 3. So that is kilohertz, right? I think it could have been more sexy to put the dot here and say hertz, but that is just how they did it. Maybe what happens if I say 1 megahertz? Yeah, man. Then we go to 6. But that's great. So let's check the maximum potential. It's supposed to handle 100 megahertz, right? So that was 10. Easy, easy. Let's crank it up to 100. Like. Oh, there's an overflow. Ah, how cool is that? How about I go 99 megahertz? Of course it works. Now that is really nice. All I need now is to connect the 10 megahertz to my rubidium. Could of course do that. So this is 100. How about we check how much can it do over? So that is 110. I mean, it could have been more sexy with a 1 here, right? Okay, let's crank it up. I expect this to be able to go quite a lot more, so that is 150. Oops, what is that? Then it went to crabbity. That was 170. That is 160, that is 150. Okay, 150. So that's a huge margin. That is nice. I love it already. My new toy. What else can we do here? So that was frequency. Maybe I should try and play with super slow stuff as well. And I really like the blinkety blink here when you have an input. So if I remove my input, see, there's nothing. Or if my sensitivity here is... So that's a very, very good way to do that. Attenuator, okay, then there's, okay, then it's super sensitive. So there's a filter, 100 kilohertz filter, all right. Maybe I should read the manual. This is a time I feel that is maybe needed because we got a million funny features here. But anyway, my new sexy counter here is working. I see only a very little corrosion down there. What was that? I saw a little loose item. So well, if this is the input board and whatnot, so yeah, I wanted to see if there's like a pre-scaler or some, what is the input counter chip or some stuff. I kind of like that way to do it here, right? So that's microprocessor and interface chips and stuff. See, instead of using cables, let's just connect that board via that board down there. And of course there's no other way because of the switches, and the switches, they need to be under the display. And I mean, it's super clean design, very, very easy to manufacture. There's not a lot to screw in this and screw in that, and I mean, then you are done. Mains voltage selector, very good explained. Yes, yes, that is the usual. This is good as well. Yeah, I'm very, very happy about this. Oh, this gets actually a little bit warm. So is that one? Yeah, okay. And we got titanium. Oh man, I don't know. Those are not my favorite cup of tea. But of course, if used correctly, they can of course work. I would love to see down here. By the way, when you take away the top lid, you can actually slide out the plastic here so you can clean it. That's quite neat. So now I've removed all the knobs and all the nuts here, so I should be able to take this away. Why is it stuck here? Ooh, there's a nasty triggity here. Look at that. So this one is attached to that one here. Ooh, and it's soldered in here as well. But here there's a, yeah, that's a connector, I guess. That one is a connector, and here it's soldered in. And this is also a solder. You know, the less connectors you have, the less loose connections you have as well, right? So I think this is where the oscillator goes. But what about that one? What is this chip doing here? I haven't figured that out yet. But I do find a little bit of funny corrosions. Look at that. So there's even a little blue corrosion and stuff down here. So this is something I need to clean up. I don't like this kind of nasty stuff. So taking everything out like this also allowed me to clean it up. So it's really nice and beautiful all the way around here. All the LEDs are neatly in sockets, so it's super easy to repair if you got any digits not working. And here's a little chip to drive all the LEDs. I bet that is one of their interface ICs for the series of microcontrollers. So it's called 1820, and they're also called 1820. So that's, I bet, the chipset they were using back in the good old days. Yeah. So the input board here is really beautiful. See how compact and neat that is designed. And that hole here in the middle, that gotta be input C. And that is the option I don't have. But of course, if I ever find one of these in a defect pile of junk, then I could just put in the option C. And I bet that screws in here and goes to that connector here. And then there's of course a pre-scaler and all that kind of stuff here. And then the connector will of course go through that hole. So you'll of course need another front with another hole in it, obviously, right? So it's a little bit difficult upgrade. I mean, you probably want just to buy it like that. So the input goes through some dual gate amplifiers and some nice stuff here. Very beautiful design. I kind of like this. Very easy to take out and service. So yeah. Oh, there was actually one little thing that I found here that I think could have been done a little bit better. You know about mechanical constructions like this, and this big piece of aluminium hanging like this. You can probably imagine it can actually bend like this. And due to vibrations and all that kind of stuff, you don't want to support the 3 transistors with straight pins like this, because all mechanical stress go directly to the solderings. What you want to do is to add a little U bend or a little S curve on each individual pin, so that stress can be avoided down to the solderings. See, I tried to clean this a little bit. There's some minor sign of corrosion, but I think this is nice and clean enough for my use, at least. I don't know if I want to find an original oscillator instead of having this external thing here. It's not really cool. Well, that is at least how you connect it, in case you want an external 10 megahertz input. And then we know how to do that. So I don't have a lot more to say about this unit. Oh, did I show you the bottom side of the PCB? Yeah, I think I did. It's actually in a good shape for its age. I mean, it was also full of lead acid stuff. What is that? That's just a hole. I actually wanted to add a little thing here, because now I am in frequency A, and see the gate time here, how that works. Now it is as fast as it can be. And see if I dial this up to make it slower. See what's gonna happen here in a minute. Oops, did you see that? So it moves the entire display to the left, and then you get more digits. Isn't that cute? So this is now 1 hertz, right? But I think we can do this a lot slower. Obviously it's going to take a lot longer. Gate time, well, I didn't do it. My patience is not what it used to be. Yes, here, look at that, look at that. So now it's accumulating all the numbers over 10 seconds, and this is 0.1 second. That is nice, isn't it? So now I will end the video. See you, bye.